My name is Arafat Shabazz. I'm a citizen of the United States of America, and I'm speaking on behalf of the American people. You know, the ones that everyone seems to forget about the most. This is not the voice of the U.S. government or any political party, politician, or institution. This is the voice of the people. World War II was not merely a war. It was humanity's battle against incomprehensible darkness, a stand taken to end genocide and preserve human dignity. 6 million Jewish lives and millions of others were lost in the Holocaust. Today, I speak to the citizens of Israel and the Jewish people worldwide. Your ancestors endured unspeakable suffering. They suffered while the world for a time stood silent. But finally, nations rose to protect those who had no defense, to end genocide, to preserve life and dignity. And from that devastation, Israel was born. Yet Israel's birth was forged from an unholy alliance, bound in fear. When the British Empire and the West offered you Israel, a land already inhabited, they did so knowing the weight of that decision. Out of trauma of the Holocaust, the Jewish people, desperate for security, accepted this home on contested ground. This was not a peace offering. It was a choice made in fear, an act rooted in survival after the worst of atrocities. That same fear has shaped Israel's very existence in the Middle East till this day, driving a constant, often brutal, need to justify its presence. But now, in a continued attempt to justify their legitimacy, Israel has taken even more immoral actions built on fear rather than justice and honor. This stance that Israel has taken, it is not righteous. It is grounded in fear, a fear of ever facing vulnerability again. Even your deeply held phrase, never again, speaks of fear, a fear that justified doing anything to avoid a repeat of the past, even if that means inflicting the same suffering you once suffered onto others. But listen, if you do not act to bring your leaders under control, you will be forced by the people of the United States and the world, and we will take a stand. The same resolve that rose to stop the tyranny before will rise again. Make no mistake, the world will not watch history's darkest hour be repeated. Think of those before you who have sacrificed everything for peace. Entire nations have learned the cost of silence and unchecked power. Like before, the Allied forces stopped this nightmare once, and we will stop it again if this path of violence continues. But there's still hope. Israel citizens, you still have the power to change history. Also, to my fellow Americans, this is also a call to you. Our Constitution was framed with no concept of modern foreign influence. One of the most corrupted elements of our government till this day is we have no democratic say in foreign policy decisions that ultimately end up shaping the world. And this must change. We must reclaim this power and purge the leaders who have misled us and halt this reckless drift toward another global conflict. The actions of our government abroad are not just their responsibility. They are also ours as citizens, and we must be accountable. Finally, to the everyday people of Israel, to the Jewish community that carried the weight of history, this is your moment to act. The world is watching, and silence is no refuge from responsibility. If you remain silent, you too will bear the burden of consequence and history. We, as a people, cannot allow the memory of those who have sacrificed, died, and bled for this country, for the war, and the freedom of the Jewish people to be dishonored. We cannot allow history's errors to be repeated. This is a call for action to prove that Israel is committed to the future where dignity and humanity prevails. People of Israel, I implore you, choose peace, or know that the world resolve will meet you on the other side. Thank you.